A popular Auckland beachside town has recently become home to some not so welcome visitors.
I don't know. I don't know if it's an eel or a snake.
Well, I've never seen an eel with a tail like that. That's a snake.
This just one of two snakes found in the Takapuna area within the past month. Local resident Dominic Guzzo was planning to take a dip in his spa pool when he discovered what he initially thought was a rubber snake.
When I looked closely at it, I saw this rib cage detail, and I thought, no, that's not a fake one.
So it's been there for a while?
Yeah, it could have been there for a few weeks.
Meanwhile, back in mid-November, a highly venomous sea snake from the Pacific was spotted here at Auckland's Viaduct Harbour by crew members on board the Peretu. But despite common misconception that New Zealand has no snakes, turns out that's not entirely the truth.
There are native snakes that visit New Zealand, not necessarily of their own choice. They get caught in the currents and they turn up here as sea snakes, turn up here by accident. We are a Pacific island, right, or group of islands, so it's not really surprising, and that's why they're actually fully protected and considered a native species in exactly the same way as all the other animals and plants of Aotearoa.
The sea snake found is currently being housed here, a rare occurrence for Auckland Zoo, having never been able to bring snakes in due to them being specifically designated as prohibited under the Hazardous Substances and New Organisms Act. The closest thing they have is this legless lizard.
This is a shelter-pusik. One of the easy ways to tell it's a lizard or a snake is if you look at a close-up of the side of the head, you can see a little slit behind the mouth. That's its ear hole, its ear opening, same as your ears, but snakes have no ear openings. The other way you can tell if you watch them for long enough is when they blink, they have eyelids.
Meanwhile, the investigation into the dried up remains of the small tropical snake is ongoing. The Ministry for Primary Industries still don't know how it got there. In a statement to Focus, MIP said they detect 1 to 2 snakes post-border per year and a further 4 to 8 at the border. The majority of the snakes that have been intercepted are normally not venomous. But with multiple recent sightings, should Kiwis be concerned?
Absolutely not. I mean, for a start, like I said, most snakes are not dangerous anyway. And the chances of snakes arriving in New Zealand and establish themselves on the mainland, obviously no one wants that to happen because they don't belong here. So there's no reason to be concerned. We have incredibly good biosecurity practices and protocols and rules and regulations. And of course, as I say, you don't need to be afraid of snakes anyway. Healthy respect for wildlife is what people need, not fear. And most snakes are just out to have a quiet life. And if you leave them alone, they leave you alone.